Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Man, ah, jeez. Where do we start? First and foremost, I don't want to hear anyone in the chat talking about, oh, what was his name? I don't even know. That one Spanish midget. Oh, he pushed Kim, and that's why we went 2-0, 2-1 down. No, let's not do that thing where we attribute the loss to this minuscule thing. First of all, I don't think the shove was even a shove. I mean, I know why VAR was like, nah, because Kim tried to like sell it like only after the goal went in. It was very clear that Kim misjudged his positioning for the header and then pretended it was because he got shoved. Yeah, I mean, you see it and it's like, but come on, dude, we were gonna lose this game one way or the other. And then I saw someone post the stats and everyone's like, oh, we should have won. Again, watch the game with your eyes. Or they're not saying we should have won. They're saying, look, XG 1.5. Ours was 1. We did score 1 goal. 2 chances missed. Barcelona missed had 4 chances. Forget about stats, forget about XG, forget about possession. Barcelona dominated every aspect of this game. That's how you should view the game. They dominated it. I don't care if we had more passes. It doesn't matter because XG doesn't consider the posture of the player when they were taking the shot. Like if they were wide open, it just considers the angle and the distance and the positioning of the goalkeeper and the defender. It doesn't consider like, oh, this guy was just open and he was ready. His body posture was ready for this chance. They practice this very scenario every day at practice. So XG doesn't consider these things. So please, just as the British, piss off about the XG nonsense. I don't want to hear it. Hansi Flick got his revenge. I'm gonna be honest. I'm numb to this game. I'm really numb because, in a way, I think it should serve as a cold dish for the board that disrespected Flick. Did you know what Max Erbel said about Flick? I don't even remember, but it was a disrespectful remark. I think the board deserves this result. And people are going to be like, see, Kompany's not the man. Kompany came today with a game plan that he thought would work, and it worked at some points. But Barcelona, with Flick's relentless pressure, just destroyed our vulnerable back line. You know what's funny about Barcelona? See, now I finally know how it feels to go against a Flick team because I've only ever felt like him playing on our side, right? I've only ever felt Flick ball from a Bayern view, like supporting it. The one thing I got annoyed about was how often teams would attack us. But now I realize that's kind of the plan. He likes the whole transitional play. Flick is relentless when it comes to attack. And by just keeping his defense so high, he's trying to catch you offside. So you think, oh, if we just time our run, we're going to catch him offside. But, they're putting so much pressure on you. You don't really know when to time the pass. There were so many moments where we did time the pass, but then the second pass, someone was offside. Kane's goal, he was offside. Duh, obviously. So I think that's the difference. Like watching Flick or feeling Flick ball against you is a different feeling than playing it yourself. Because now I realize, man, they do compress the field. Like it's really hard to play out. There was a moment where if Kimmich had more quality, sorry, I'm burping. If Kimmich had more quality, this moment would have been really good. We played around their press. Their players were starting to retreat. And then Kimmich gets the ball. And instead of just turning and progressing the attack, he passes it back into the pressure. Like some things we did today just made no sense. First of all, Pedri Yogo Bonito, man. It's great to watch Pedri play against my team because it it gives me a vision of what I want in a midfielder. If I'm a coach, I'm getting on my knees, sucking whatever I got to suck to sign Pedri right now. Of course, we're not signing Pedri, but a player like him. Kimmich is never going to be good in big games. He's very good at doing things in games that aren't important, but he's never going to be influential in a game of magnitude. Today proved it once again. I don't know why people get angry at me for saying this, but Kimmich is a very basic midfielder. I think he was a better right back, but he's not at right back. He's slow in midfield. He gets bypassed a lot. Like I say this every year. I don't care anymore. He can perform the way he does. I just hope the board sees it. Today was a masterclass from Pedri. You watched like how they moved the ball. Pedri was just cooking the whole game. Let me talk about Neuer. It's time. It's time to hang it up. Someone just commented it, and I was going to bring it up, and I'm talking about it now. It's time to talk about Neuer. Neuer is the undisputed GOAT keeper. He's one of the only goalkeepers in the modern era to be close to winning a Ballon d'Or when Messi and Ronaldo were playing. He won a World Cup, Champions League twice. He did everything. But now it's time to retire. It's time to hang up the boots and go find something better to do. I hope his retirement is announced tonight. It'd be ironic because we're usually cooking Barcelona, but now for once they might force some of our players into retirement. We forced Barcelona to sell Semedo. Remember when Davies cooked Semedo? So Neuer has to retire, and so does Müller. Müller and Neuer were just bypassed today in different ways. One's a goalkeeper and one's an attacker. What I mean by that is, Müller made the cross, I believe, for Kane's disallowed offside goal. And, so he still has these glimpses of quality, but for the sake of their legacy, they should resign from playing any more games, any more seasons at Bayern, any more contract negotiations. They should just retire at the top level. Their legacy is far too important to be tarnished by denialism. Manuel Neuer is going to be 40 years old very soon, and Muller's not far behind. And Muller's whole game was his reaction and his intelligence, but now games bypass him. Actually, that was one of Neuer's strongest parts of his game. Neuer was an intelligent goalkeeper. He knew when to be where and how to position his body to frighten attackers. But every goal Paulinho scored today, I had to think, like, if Neuer was like 5 years, even just 5 years younger, I think he would have gotten close to saving that. The shot that was low driven on the ground, he certainly saves that at 29 years old. He just sends his hand out and he's quicker. Or he just takes out, he takes out Rafinha and gets a yellow card or a red card. But today demonstrated that Manuel Neuer is not the same goalkeeper we have grown to love. And that's okay. I mean, he's 40. Like, come on, retire. Tom Brady retired. Retire while you're at the top, while everyone loves you. Because if you go an extra season and you make these mistakes, it started against Real Madrid. I don't know if people realize this. That's when it started. That's when the decline just started. Most goalkeepers make mistakes, but if you're a world-class goalkeeper, you don't spill things in a big game. But he spilled the ball, and Joselu scored. People forget that. That was a pivotal moment in the game. And now here we are complaining. So I want Neuer to retire. I mean, he already took his name off the Germany team sheet. He won't be selected. He retired from international football. But he needs to retire from club football as well, because it's just over. It's done. And that's okay. That's okay. It's not like a slander against his character or his ability. He has done a lot for the club, but as a man, you need to know you can't be in the club picking up 20-year-olds at 70. Okay? those are your freaking great grandchildren at that point. Really, like one of those could have been old enough to be your great grandchild if you had kids at a certain age. So that's my assessment of Neuer. I thought Barcelona deserved the win. There wasn't a point in this game where I felt, wow, we're going to score. Even when we scored, it felt, it's funny because we had the ball so much, but the lack of quality in moving it is where we struggled. And then the lack of quality on the bench. I'm going to be honest, and people might get angry at me for saying this, but in a few years, someone's going to be proven right. But I think Musiala is not going to be as successful if he doesn't hone in on his final touch. And do you know what I mean? His final pass, his shot. You know, we need something more, man. Not just dribbles and cute touches. We're going to need you to take games by their neck and squeeze something out of it. Squeeze life out of it. We need you to do something, man. I just think that's a general statement. It has nothing against his performance. It's not an indictment of what he did on the field today. He came off the bench and did his thing. But I mean, in general, his final pass, his final touch, it's lackluster sometimes in comparison to the elites. I mean, does it feel like Musiala can score a hat trick at any point? Do you ever feel like this guy's going to go score a hat trick? Vinny scored one, so did Rafinha. But does it feel like Jamal can score a hat trick if you wanted to? That's my point. That's what I'm referring to. It has nothing to do with pace, but I think we need to move Musiala to the left wing if we want end product improvement. And then we need a central midfielder, an attacking midfielder that is competent. I don't think he is an attacking midfielder. I've been saying that for a while. I think he can operate in those pockets, but we don't play like that. I think Musiala would work very well in a flick team where he receives the ball in between the lines a lot. But at Bayern, Kompany clearly wants us to pass teams to death. Just make them sleepy and then we score when they least expect it. Someone said, cry? I don't think I'm crying here. There's a part of me that I'm going to mute this guy, man. Where's the lightsaber? Oh my gosh. Well, look, I was very confident before the game because I thought Barcelona's high line and all those things will play into our hands. And I mean, our greatest chances in the game came from manipulating that high line. But what we didn't do was hold ourselves together when we didn't have the ball. We just let them play. And then the center backs. Let me move on to the center backs. Kim and Upamecano suck. Like, these guys are never going to be elite. Let's stop this nonsense about ball playing center backs. And every Bayern fan needs to respect De Ligt. Put some respect on his name. Respect Mazraoui. Because if we had those guys today, we would not have been getting cooked the way we were. Guerrero just got destroyed by Rafinha. By the way, I thought slavery was illegal. My gosh, bro. The way Lamine Yamal was putting the ball between Gnabry's legs, having him bend over to pick cotton. I thought Serge Gnabry was a slave today, man. 13 years ago. Oh, in the water. He started singing Negro hymns, man. Lamine is that guy is so good to watch, but it's against my team today, man. Pedri too. Pedri was just saucing, but it was against us. Why, man? Why couldn't they just stink it up and then El Clasico they just cook? Oh, and the thing is, managers think Barcelona players are going to get tired, but no. When you train that way every week, that's the only way you're going to play. They have a lot of good players off the bench. So, if anything, I feel like we got tired faster than they did because they apply a lot of pressure on you and you're thinking a lot. I feel like physically, most players can press that way for 90 minutes if told to. But it's the mental game where if you're not switched on, then that's where you're going to lose. That's how we would lose games under Flick, not being like switched on all the way. But if we were switched on, it was just win, 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 win. That's how Barcelona are going to be. The only way they're going to lose games is if somebody just, or half the team isn't switched on. But if the whole team switched on, they're just going to win. They're going to beat I think they're going to beat Madrid. They're going to beat Madrid. Madrid are going to think, oh, Vinny's going to go in behind and just win. No, because Barca are going to go in behind and score. And they're going to do it better than you because that's their whole game plan. So I think we didn't deserve anything more than a loss today. I think we deserve to lose. And that's a fair assessment. Now, people might go, Kompany, what? Kompany is doing everything he can. But please understand that we have a manager that is sticking to his style, has united this divided dressing room, and has instilled a sense of purpose and conviction to this team again in the style of play, in the way we talk, the confidence. Yeah, we lost, and I think this is we won against Stuttgart. So this would be 1 win in 5 or something like that. Yeah, not looking great, but actually we should be appreciative of Kompany. I think he has given us a new style, a new confidence. And if anything, we should be prosecuting the board for giving him such a terrible squad. You know, Bayern do this every year, and the fans play into it. They'll be linked to a bunch of players in the transfer window. They'll say, we want this, we want that, we want. And then they'll sign like 2 of those positions, 2 players. And then they'll promote some young academy kid towards the end of the season so it feels like a new signing. And then they'll say, oh, we already have a team, so much quality in the team. And everyone will buy into it. We'll just forget. We need a right back. Yeah, you do? Okay. Here's another center back. No, we need a right back. Yeah, but he can play there. Like, we didn't sign a right back after we sold Pavard and got rid of Mazraoui. Like, how stupid is we just thought, oh, we can afford to lose one player. And especially considering Sachaboui was injury prone. Let's get a right back. Like, let's be a serious club. Let's go into the market, get a right back. And let it be someone that's intelligent and quick. That's all I want. I don't care if you're a great just be intelligent. Just defend. Look at Danny Carvajal. If we had Carvajal in our team, do you think we would be conceding the kind of goals we are? At least he'd be slapping some sense into his center halves. Let's get a center back. Let's sell Upa and Kim. I don't care. Like, just sell these guys. They're never going to be good. Kim is a brain-dead defender. Upamecano is much the same. Brain-dead defenders. 2 ugly, hideous twins. We don't have to tolerate them screwing us over. You know, it's funny. There was a moment where the commentator was like, everyone knows Bayern center backs and defenders are a problem. They're vulnerable. And at that exact second, Upamecano just slipped, unopposed. There was no pressure, just slipped and gave the ball away. There's a cojones you need in a game of this magnitude that none of our center backs demonstrate. Kim just gets slightly touched and we concede. And people think it's because of that. No, he misjudged the header. Any center back should never be in front of their man when they're trying to get rid of the ball, unless their goalkeeper is telling them to, unless they have a center back behind them. And another thing, I don't know who, it might have been Pedri, but I forget, or the other, or Fermin Lopez, whoever switched the ball to Rafinha, where he scored by shooting the ball between Upamecano's legs with his right foot, which is crazy. I've never seen Rafinha score with his right. That moment irritated the heck out of me because Upamecano, It might have been a different goal. We conceded a lot today, so forgive me for forgetting. But wherever Upa was, he was behind. Like the play was on this side. So if you're a center back, naturally you're creating some kind of a line where the center back closer to the play is ahead of you, but you're behind him from an angle, not to play anyone on side. But Upamecano was here, Kim was here, and then so Upa should have been here. But then guess what? When they crossed that ball over, guess who was on side? Frickin' Rafinha. Gosh, Upamecano is brain, dude. We got to get rid of these center backs, these minorities at the back, man. We got a racial profile. Get me a center back with blonde hair, blue eyes, bro. De Ligt. Put some respect on his name. Because Bayern fans thought, oh, he's at Man United. Look, he made a mistake. Dude, he's at Man United. Everyone sucks there. De Ligt gave us like a sense of just aggression. Like he cared about defending. Upamecano just wants to make pretty passes and then just get out of position when we're pressing. He likes the whole pressing thing. Look, I think managers are so stubborn with their style that they need defenders that kind of oppose them. Pep has defenders that oppose his pressing patterns. If you notice, Ruben Diaz ain't ahead of defenders, even though Pep probably wants him to be, or he's not ahead of attackers, rather. Ruben Diaz will kind of just, chill out with his position. Van Dijk, same thing. He would chill out. Like he's not just going to go lunging in. He keeps his position, which adds stability to the team. I'm sure Klopp was telling him, Virgil, just do that, Virgil. No, Van Dijk would just, keep a few distance. And if he thought he could win the ball, he'll try. And only if he had cover. But Upa and Kim just go lunging in every time. Like they're so stupid. So we deserve to lose this game. Congratulations to Barcelona. Eric Dyer, bro, put Eric Dyer in this team. You know what's funny? Leverkusen could have cooked us if they played the way they did last season. The only reason they parked the bus was because they were shook. They thought, oh, Bayern, ooh, they're doing good now. They scored 9 goals. They didn't want to leak goals. But we are so toothless in the attack sometimes. I think it's because the players are still learning patterns under Kompany. You can tell he wants them to just play slow to get to the box, but when you get there, start intricate movements and, be in position. And they're still learning, and that's fine. I don't, anyone trying to criticize Kompany for any of this just needs to stop, man. We went to Barcelona and we had a game plan, and Hansi Flick had a different one. That's all it was. Flick deserved this game. I just realized Flick is still my ex bio. He's still there because I love this manager. I love Hansi Flick. He's one of the best managers Bayern has ever had, but Bayern fans had no appreciation for him. Yeah, look, we need a better midfielder. We need, dude, go sign Vitz, man. I don't even, maybe not even Vitz. We need Rodrigo. Rodrigo's at Real Madrid playing right wing when he's a freaking left winger. Go tell him, yo, come here. We're paying you around the same, and you're going to play. I don't know if he's like, he got an ACL or anything, but that's the kind of baller we need at this club. We need Rodrigo. He's a scoring winger, but he's also very capable of dribbling his way out of pressure. Get Rodrigo. He has the mentality. Please, if we want to be a smart team, get Rodrigo and play him at right wing, or left wing. Sorry, he can play all positions, which is so funny. Bring Rodrigo here. Madrid are gonna want to sell somebody because they have too many freaking egos trying to play in one position. Mbappe's out here playing striker. He really wants to be playing left wing, right? He stifled a striker. The only way they're gonna make Mbappe and all these guys work is if Rodrigo leaves. So go get Rodrigo and pay 80 million, 70 million, whatever Madrid want for him, bro. You double their investment. Pay 90 million if you have to. He's 23 and he's a decent not DC. He's a great footballer. So we need Rodrigo. That's how I'm thinking. Madrid are gonna need to get rid of one of their freaking 1 zillion left wingers. They're forcing Rodrigo to play out of position. He doesn't like that, but he's at Madrid, so he's gonna just tolerate it. But they have so many players; they're gonna have to get rid of some attackers. And I just sense this because Florentino Perez is only loyal to team stability. They're struggling this season. They struggled in the first half against Dortmund. They don't like that. Perez knows that. If they lose against Barcelona, this is going to solidify what I'm saying. He's going to need to sell. He can't sell Vinny. He can't sell Mbappe. Somebody has to go to alleviate all of that pressure off of the manager to pick the right person for each position every game. So that's what I'm thinking. And then I think we're going to need to take a leap of faith. And we're going to need to sign a new midfielder, a big midfielder. I don't just mean some guy. No. Okay. We need a Pedri. Like we need to just start thinking about selling Kimmich, to be honest with you. Like I know it sounds bad. I mean, I don't mind keeping him for squad depth, but I'm at a point where I'm kind of tired of complaining about him, in big games. He gets bypassed. He's slow, he's small, and it's not like he's short and like bulky. No, he's weak. He's just really like he's there, Dude, could you imagine if we had I would prefer a Paulinho and a Pavlovic combination than a Kimmich, Paulinho or Pavlovic. I would think Kimmich is a better right back than Guerrero. Why don't we just move Kimmich to right back? So I mean, we need a midfielder, right? Get rid of Goretzka, like sell him, or don't even sell him. Terminate his contract, force him to go. We need someone that's really good in midfield, like just an all-rounder, someone very good under pressure. Like that's what I'm thinking. If they're not good under pressure, then there's no point in signing them because we're just keeping the status quo. I think we need two left wingers. I keep mistaking them. Yeah, we need two left wingers. Ones that are good in tight spaces. So Rodrigo is one, but we need another one. We need to sell Coman, Sane, and Gnabry. I mean, Sane today, I thought, came on, he's going to do something. He had a chance where he received the ball, he was close, and then he tried to get it to his right, and then they closed him down. Then he tried to get it back to his left, and then he lost it. Like, we're losing. Just shoot. Shoot with your left. I don't care. Just shoot anywhere. It might take a deflection and go somewhere. The goalkeeper might get nutmegged. Just shoot. No killer instincts anymore. I don't know what happened to Sane. I mean, there was a time where he was just so good, so unplayable, even after his injury. But now, I don't know. This whole 1996 class, the Kimmichs, the Goretzkas, these 28-year-olds are not mature. They suck. So sell all of them, bro. Start over. The stupid German emphasis needs to stop. I understand Bayern is a club based out of Germany, but that doesn't mean we need a German spine. No, we need a German spine of good players. But if we don't have good players out of Germany, why are we bothering? We need a freaking a revamping of the makeup of this team. Man. We need center backs that defend like defending matters to them. I don't want attackers playing at center back. I don't want center backs that are good on the ball or pretty on the ball. I want someone that does their freaking job. If the manager says pass here every time, that center back has it. We need to simplify this team. Midfielders move the ball. Center backs defend against attackers. That's what I want. And then attackers have the freedom to make things happen. If you have players with those simple profiles, attackers that make things happen, who are given license at certain points if they feel like it to do crazy things, and then you have midfielders that are focused on moving the ball around and making sure they're in the right position at all times, and then center backs that defend, we're never going to lose a freaking game because we have a very aggressive system. Like what you don't do is get a center back that's like loves pressing. That's stupid because that means they're going to lose their mind. They're just always going to be out of position. You need a center back that loves defending, and then you place him into your system, and that's how it's going to work. So I think Kompany needs to go look at Pep and say, what is Pep doing so well? It's you know, and try to see if he can coach us to defend very well. I mean, look at Leverkusen. Leverkusen defend deep, but they can also defend just as well with all their players in the opponent's half. Because defending is not about people think when you have a bunch of players in your opponent's half, you're pressing. No, you're still defending if they have the ball. Like you're just defending higher up the field. And the question is, how are you defending? Like, what are the triggers to fall back, and what are the triggers to go press? And which spaces do you prioritize? And which spaces are you willing to give to the opponent? A team like Barcelona, you need to be uncompromising about giving them the middle. You can't let Pedri or anyone pick up the ball in the half spaces because that's their whole game plan. So we need better players, and we need a conviction about certain things, just certain things. We need better profiled players and more conviction about certain things. Yeah, I think that's my assessment of today's game. Just press Barcelona. It's that simple. It's not that simple. You would know this if you watched us today because we did press them, but the system is too aggressive. I don't think that's the problem, Sean. I don't think the system being too aggressive is why we lost today or lost any other game under Kompany. I think the system is too stubborn, like in its aggression, right? Too aggressive is good to me, but when you're stubborn, when game states change and you're still pressing, like when half your team has been taken out of a press and you still see your center backs just losing their minds. First of all, what difference does it make? Because if you go press, they're going to find a way to just pass around you, right? Unless you have three players around someone boxing them, then the press might work. But if half the team is out the press and then the center back goes rushing in to try to intercept the pass, either way, it's not even 50-50. It's like there's a 20% chance you win the challenge and it looks good. But there's an 80% chance they make one touch and turn you over, especially players that are technical like Pedri. Pedri did that so much today, or Lewandowski. Levy would just move his foot, boom, pressure out. And then turn around, Rafinha's running. Lamin's running. So it's not about aggression. It's about you have center backs that are brain dead, so they can't read situations. Kim can't realize, wait, Upa's too far. I shouldn't follow the press. I should just stay here. And then another thing. Which center backs would you buy? I don't really scout for center backs when I'm watching other teams. I'm usually just watching for the football, right? In fact, I hate when teams have good defenders because it's a boring game. I want center backs that are relentless defenders. I want a Ruben Diaz profile, and I want a Skriniar profile. I thought De Ligt was a Skriniar profile. We need to go to Italy and get some intelligent Italians, not foreigners. None of these brown people of color, man. I'm tired. Defenders of color are cooking this team. No more Upas, no more black BBCs at center back, man. Get me a white, blonde hair, blue eyes, Aryan Hitler's dreams, bro. Get me that. That's what I need. I don't know. I guess a black center back could be what I want. I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, the crazy ones happen to be the ones from France, Yeah. I mean, Incampier is a good example of someone that measures their aggression. You know what's funny? Lucas Hernandez was known for being aggressive, but if you watch Lucas, I mean, he's injury prone and he left us. If you watch Lucas and the way he plays, Lucas is a very intelligent aggressor. That's why he looked so good. Sergio Ramos, another one, intelligent aggression. When you're just aggressive, you're your positioning should not be aggressive. It should be your style of defending to be aggressive. You know, people think aggressive center backs means you're like rushing into every tackle. No, it means when you do tackle, somebody's losing a foot. Like that's what it means. We need to return to that level if we want aggressive center backs. I would argue Van Dijk is way more aggressive than someone like Upamecano, even though on paper Upa just does stuff. Van Dijk is not obnoxious. He's careful with the way he tackles. The guy shoves people over, but his body positioning is so good that referees are like, "Oh, that's a fair tackle." The guy's on the floor, his nuts hurt. He can't bang his wife the same way. Like that's aggression. We need that. Man, when Van Dijk was, I wanted Van Dijk so bad. That would have been the best center back signing Bayern had ever made. But he signed a new contract at Liverpool. That's the kind of profile I'm looking for. So, good question from the person that wanted to ask that. Ramos is he's old. Let it go. Why do we let De Ligt go? Well, because the board said, well, Kompany really, this is where you have a director of football that understands what we're saying, which is you do need defenders that like to defend. They kind of let Kompany just tell him, I don't like De Ligt. I don't like how he passes the ball. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what it was. He's not good enough for my system. Even though De Ligt, best defender, under Tuchel. Even Tuchel didn't like De Ligt at first, but then played him and was like, I like this guy. So De Ligt is an acquired taste. Once you have him as a manager, you probably go, wait, this guy is so good. He just covers all the space, and he's just either he fouls the attacker or he gets the ball. Like he doesn't like losing. Like he doesn't like losing challenges. That's good, and he's intelligent with it too. And it looks unpredictable, but it is predictable for him. So yeah, what I'm saying is they looked at De Ligt in his profile and said Kim and Upa are better suited, which I disagree with. I think Kim looks even worse on the ball than De Ligt. Kim's passes are stupid. I watched it happen like twice today. He just passed the ball to nobody. I mean, today's game just sucked because we conceded so early. So we had no time to like adjust. And I think when you concede in the first minute, like it just kind of, it's like we equalized but we still didn't even settle into emotion, right? We didn't. Pavard was horrible. No, don't do this. This is what people do. Like, we have a bad game and certain players play bad. So people like reminisce about players that sucked. Pavard would have gotten cooked worse today. Like, if anything, he would be one of the worst players because he has no pace at all. Guerrero can at least look like he's quick. Pavard would have just sucked, and he would have gotten a red card today, which would have gotten us to lose more. So, I mean, now everyone's like, Tuchel, we miss you. Why? Tuchel sucked here. Like, why are you reminiscing about this? Yeah, we didn't have a good game, but that doesn't mean you have to go back and go, oh, what if Tuchel? What if Tuchel? Bro, we lost a lot of games under Tuchel. Are you forgetting that? That's why we sacked him. Fabio says, why did we not appoint Sadio Mane? Better forehead than Kompany. Oh my gosh, man. Yo, I came up with a forehead joke that I don't think I can ever say. It's that deep. It's bad. It's like it insults so many different kinds of people. It's not a good one. We were 4-1 down, and I see Kim do a beautiful pass. Yeah. Can De Gea No. De Gea sucks. Olise was somewhat good today. I mean, today. See, the thing is with Olise is he needs technical players around them. And we're kind of expecting him to be Messi when he's more of a Di Maria. You know, I think Olise as Di Maria is the easiest way of putting him. He's very technically gifted, clearly. He's not like sensationally fast, but he is a great controller of the game from a as far as left wing or sorry, right wing is related. So what Olise lacked today was someone to bounce off of. Kane was constantly under pressure. And another one, Kane. You know, look, Kane just didn't do what he needed to do today, bro. Let's be honest. Kane like he kind of just didn't, there were moments where his touch was off like a few times and it's like, come on, bro. We're in a Champions League game. You can't be making these silly mistakes with your first touch or whatnot. And then there were times where like I felt like he should have just spread that long pass he likes to do and switch play, and he just didn't do that. I don't know if it was a confidence thing or a coaching thing. No, I think it was a competence thing because we did it a lot. We did the whole crossing or cross field switching, which I liked. We'd play into their pressure a little bit and then let them kind of draw to one side and then, play to the other side. Another thing was Neuer. One of his best strengths is his ability to play in pressure situation. He almost conceded passing the ball to, or was it Yamal's foot? Bastoni. Now we're talking. See, I don't know about Bastoni's development right now. You're gonna have to educate me because I don't watch Serie A. I only watch Serie A teams in the Champions League. I don't like the league, man. It's too slow for me. But it sounds to me like that's the kind of center back I like. And by the way, I don't care about speed. It's not about speed. You can have Chiellini and put him in this team. Prime Chiellini, not the fastest in the world. Put Chiellini and Bonucci as our center backs, and there's still Chiellini and Bonucci. Like it's not about like this whole idea that you need pace to play against fast players is stupid. It's not. It's not a thing. Cavajal is not quick, but he deals with a lot of fast wingers very well. It's not about pace. It's about positioning and where you are. If your body posture is good, it doesn't matter how fast the winger you're dealing with is. You're just going to be in the right place at the right time. So it's all about body. I mean, I would argue Kim and Upa are combined some of the fastest defenders in the world if you like measured it. But they don't it looks like they're slow because it's all about here. Like if you're not where you're supposed to be, if you don't calculate right, you're going to look slow, you know? Hmm. We are so bad. I wouldn't say that. Bro, I thought they'd pay. I'm getting cooked, man. It's all good, man. Look, I gave it out. I gave smoke. I thought we were going to go back to our Barcelona, our beloved Barcelona, and handle their business. But at least now we can unite against Real Madrid and take down the demonic blood powers of Florentino Perez. The best example is Hummels. Perfect. Andy, ball, man. Hummels, one of the best German defenders of all time. And he's slow as a snail, but he's always dealing with fast players because of his positioning. Oh, man. Why can't we just play with Hummels? Mats Hummels. Where is Hummels? I know he left Dortmund, right? Is he still at Dortmund? There's no way he's still at Dortmund. Mats Hummels. Oh, he's at Roma now. Wow. Wow. Wait, who's the manager at Rome? Is it Mourinho? Yeah, I'm behind, man. Who's this? Ivan Jurek. You know, the beautiful thing about today is as much as Flick is like old, he's like 60, right? He's still like a new age manager, you know? So, and that's what I like about Flick ball, man. Yo, Burnley fans are giving me smoke, bruh. My gosh. Yo, Burnley fans are like pulling up old tweets where I was cooking them about Kompany, and they're like saying, I hope they're enjoying Kompany now. Like they're cooking me on X. Kane cursed us. Yo, it might be true. Every time a good team counters, they score against us, man. This is facts. These are facts. I don't think it's the high line, bro, because Barca had a high line too. You know what's crazy? Life must have been hard if you were a linesman to imagine like every second you're raising your flag but you don't know, you never know. Barca had a high line. It's more of a we have bad defenders, and also I think if we played like Barcelona played today, we would have both been on like a 4-4 or 5-4 result. But we don't. We try to control games, and then it's too slow. You know that I think is a bigger problem if anything. Vivek says Kompany looks like he's about to cry. He should. We lost. Oh, you hate the high line? That's the whole Hansi Flick thing. See, this is crazy because I was saying how us Bayern fans used to hate the high line that Flick would implement. But now Barca fans are like they hate the high. That's the point. Like if you don't play that high line, you're just any other team. The difference between Flick and other managers is he'll play the high line and take 4 goals to score 6. Like he prefers that. That's what makes your team good. The reason you can, catch teams in behind is because you lull them into a false sense of like, hey, we can manipulate their high line. And then when they get pressed and lose the ball, now you're already in behind their back line. That's the whole game plan. So if you don't have a high line, you don't have a Hansi Flick team. That's what went wrong at Germany. He tried to be a unique, or not unique, but he tried to kind of like balance things out, and it didn't work because you need to be a terrorist as Hansi Flick needs to be a terrorist. That's the point. That's why I like him. What do you think about Vitz? Good player. I mean, I don't know. I just think we have better positions to think about for now. Madrid will not do what you think they're going to do. I mean, that's not going to happen. I love how Flick played at Bayern. Yeah, I love the high line. That's his whole thing. Our treble is in danger. We need to get Tuchel in. Yeah, remember when Bayern's board sacked a manager for just being a good manager? I mean, the treble is in danger, and then we went trophyless. Well, we won the league, but wait, was that? No, no. We did win the league because Alonso wasn't even at Leverkusen, or he might have just joined, and they did make it to the top 4 or to the Europa League. But it was the season after where Tuchel. Yeah. So remember when? No, I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think the board wants to see Kompany succeed. They see something, but they have to give him the tools. I mean, he's going to fail if he doesn't get a very good set of players, very technical midfielders. That's the only way it works. I mean, this is why I was saying I want Jack Grealish. I want Jack Grealish. I was screaming it last summer. Oh, yeah, like 3 months ago. That's last summer. Yeah, I was screaming it because that's the kind of profile that would fit Kompany ball. Or if it's not Jack Grealish, just anyone that is good. Like screw Gnabry, man. Varascalia. Like that's what we need, man. Technically gifted players. Gnabry sucked today. Yamal was putting in between his legs like men to Logan Paul's wife. Everyone hit. Hey, I saw that one girl. Like she has like a bunch of people lined up on the streets in London, and she's just getting ran through like a track field. Like she's just getting like plumbered, bro. Like plumbed. That's plumbered. That's not a word. She's just like that's what I feel like happened to Gnabry today, man. He was just getting like piped. Boom, boom. Yamal gave that brother a BBL, man. He just he just started putting it in between them. Do you think Madrid will win if Barca play high line? No, I think Barcelona are going to cook Real Madrid. I think people add like crazy context to their opinions. Bro. If Barca don't beat Madrid, bro, but beat us, I might build an agenda against Flick. Because look, I'm be honest, I hate Madrid more right now than I hate Barca. It used to be, I don't like Barca. Yo, the way Madrid robbed us last season, I'm kind of leaning towards we have to do whatever it takes to destroy that institution, that satanic, demonic institution, man. There's no way freaking bro, just give that Ballon d'Or to Rodri, man. Give it to somebody, but not Vinicius, man. That cocoon, bro. Don't give it to that. Yo, he deserves those chants, man. Because he's a dislikable person. People think it's because he's black, bro. There's a lot of black players in Spain. They don't get ooh-ahs, man, every freaking weekend from opposition fans. It's because Vinny's a piece of garbage. He's taking his shirt off when he's bro. You guys scored like 4 goals. You're winning 4-2, and he's taking his shirt off like it's a World Cup. I hate that guy, man. I hate Vinicius. If I catch you, bro, I'm gonna commit acts of. I'm gonna treat you like P. Diddy did that girl in that one hallway, man. I'm gonna put some hands. Nah, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm not gonna Mike Tyson him if I see him. Vinny is Vinicius. He just irritates my core, man. That one moment where he kicked the ball from Kimmich. Just so. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm black. I'm getting racially abused." Good, bro. Good. It's just part of you. Maybe not the racially abused. I don't even think it's look, fans are gonna try to find that one thing that you're sensitive about. If you're like constantly thinking about your race, they're gonna be singing ooh ahs. But if you're like just living your life, they're not gonna do that. But yes, but no, I'm saying no. I don't want him to be racially abused. I don't trust our board. Yeah, they love these players, man. They love Goretzka. Like it hurts them to sell Goretzka, but they're gonna do the right thing because they have no choice. I didn't know you do. What the hell is that, man? Kompany after the loss against Barcelona. So look, my father was a ref. Nah, bro. He didn't. That's a joke. That's when they. Oh my gosh, bro. I thought. Wait, nah. They ain't no. Wait. This is a new quote though. Life was hard in Brussels in England. No. Oh no. This is when he said, should I stop believing in myself because others. Bro, come on, this guy. He tried to like act. Nah. If he said that, nah, bro. That would be that would be worse than Ten Hag. Ten Hag will come out and be like, "It has come to an end." And then his team's getting cooked every week. Yo, what's going on, chat? Why did Loftus say he liked Goretzka? He's German. Let's be honest here. Like, you kind of like people from your country, man. It's kind of like the Olympics. I just root for the United States. They don't even have to. I don't even have to know who the. I just root for them. It's kind of like boxing. I see a black guy and I'm just rooting for him. Like I don't even know if he beat his chick before he came to the fight. Like, I just root for him. So, Lofton looks at Goretzka and goes, German, I'm rooting for you. Like, so he's rooting for him to succeed. I don't think he rates him though. Look at the Herbal statement. Don't tell me he complained about a referee. If anyone complains about a referee, we're gonna have problems. Guys, I gotta go. I have a meeting. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia send Mia and peace. And he said we believe in what we're doing. We'll continue to defend what we're doing. Okay, I mean, I agree with that. He wants to keep, persistent with Herbal. Hey, look at Flick kissing up on Davies after the game. Yeah, trying to recruit him. Please take him, man. Fonzie sucks. That's another one. We got to get a new freaking left back, man. Get me Theo Hernandez. I know maybe loyalty isn't in their family, but we need whatever we can get, man. Get me Theo. Davies is a bomb, bro. Nah, I seen it's a sad reality because He was my first video about Bayern when he like joined us from the Whitecaps. The first video I made was about Davies, and now he's just a bum, man. Thank you ever so much for watching me. Send me in peace.